Okay guys, in this video we're going to be checking out a new frame from iFlight-RC. This one's called the Transframe X5. It's a 220mm frame, 4 5-inch props. Comes in this pretty nice box and gets some stickers. And here's the frame itself, or the main plate, and looks like all the pieces are underneath here. This is some very nice carbon, very smooth. They've obviously cleaned up all of the edges. It's very smooth. You can rub your finger along the edges here without having to worrying about any kind of carbon splinters or anything like that. So it's a single, as you can see, unibody construction frame. Very stiff. Here, I'm trying to bend it here, and it does bend a little bit, but it's very strong. And just taking a quick measurement here, the main plate does come in at 4mm. Okay, so underneath you've got some additional side plates here, you got a top plate, you got some standoffs and a battery strap, and you get some screws and nuts and some nylon standoffs here. It's probably for mounting the flight controller. Very nice packaging here. Okay, so that was everything that was in the box. There was no like diagram or instructions or anything like that how to put this together, but it's probably not going to be too difficult to figure out. Okay, so here's the frame fully assembled, and the reason there's no instructions is that it's actually really easy to put together. The two side plates just notch into this top plate, and you can see here it notches in over here, and in the back over here. So you just slide those two pieces together, obviously at 90-degree angles, and then you probably want to use the two longer standoffs here that go in top that hold the two side plates together. You screw those together, it'll hold this piece together, and you slide this into the top plate, and then you just screw on the shorter standoffs here. There's 4 shorter ones, they're 25mm, and these are 30mm, and screw those into the top plate, and then that'll hold the whole top section together. And then all you have to do at that point is then just slide the two side plates into these notches here. There's 3 of them on each side, and then you just use the countersunk screws into the bottom section here, and those screws look like this, and so that when they go in to the bottom it keeps it flat so that nothing will be hitting the battery, which is very nice. And that's it. So the whole top section, if you need to work on your stack or whatever, you can just unscrew these 4 screws here and the whole thing will just come right off. And a nice little touch here is that they have little notches here for your battery, for your battery strap, that is, and it'll just, it fits perfectly. That way you don't have any carbon digging into your battery strap and causing it to get ripped off when you crash, which I know will happen because I crash a lot. So this will keep it nice and secure and not cause the battery strap to get ripped because of the angle of the carbon there. Now they do have these like cutouts for the 1806 motors, which I don't like, but they have a lot of material here between the end of the screw hole and the edge of the carbon, so it should be pretty sturdy, and it's 4mm carbon. It looks like it's pretty solid overall. So the top section here has cutouts here for your strap for the GoPro, and the GoPro will sit here at, looks like about a 45-degree angle, so for those guys that like to fly pretty fast, you can get some pretty good angle in here. And obviously you have the cutouts here for the full-size CCD camera like HS1177 here, and has the sliding second screw hole here for those mounts, probably for like the Runcam Swift. That'll probably give you a nice camera angle for that. And then it's got sort of like this interesting protection here on the back section here where you could probably put maybe a receiver. You got a hole here for your SMA connector if you want to have your SMA connector come at the top, or maybe out the back here at an angle, and you got extra cutouts for zip ties to secure either the top section here or underneath. You only have 25mm here from the top plate to the main plate, so it should be plenty of space. You know, these flight stacks these days, you have basically all you need is a 401 ESC and a flight controller, 2 boards, and that'll fit in there very nicely. So I may not have to use the top section at all, and obviously the GoPro will sit here in the front section here. Okay, we get a quick weight measurement of the frame. It's coming in at 97.1 grams or 97.2 grams. So definitely it's not the lightest frame out there, but not the heaviest. It's kind of in the middle of the range, and it's probably one of your sturdier constructions or designs. So if you're a pilot that likes to beat up your frames a lot, this might be one you want to check out. So overall, my conclusion on this frame is that it's a high quality construction frame. They did a really good job on the cuts of the carbon. All the cuts are very clean, and there's no burring anywhere. It's all smooth, and they've done the basically the post cutting work to make it very clean and premium feeling. The carbon itself, I think, is also very solid, and whatever carbon they're using seems to be pretty good. I think it's 3K carbon. Check the link in the description and the product page. It'll tell you exactly what kind of carbon they're using. But whatever it is that they've got, the weave and the construction of it is very solid and strong. So overall, I think I give this frame positive marks for construction and design, and I think that it's going to be a good flyer. Not sure if I'm going to be building it out or not. I'm still kind of thinking about what kind of parts or what kind of builds I want to put together and what kind of parts I want to put into my builds. But let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see this built out. I do take those into consideration in my decisions on what I will build for future videos. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this product. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in this, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.